What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments. And in tonight's episode, we're going to do the war against financial illiteracy, part 1. And I think for part 1 of this one, I'm going to do the importance of being self-taught. And that's the wrong word. I just get on this camera and, I just get to saying how I feel because I spend all day, doing research, thinking, listening to things. But it's all about the importance of being self-taught because they're not going to teach you what you need to know. Now, ain't nothing wrong with getting taught by them boys. You know what I'm saying? They teach you some things, but the things that's going to get you rich, the things that's going to have you straight out here, the things that's going to have you up out here, they're not going to teach you that. Like, if you look at anybody that's like crazy successful in any field, for the most part, and I ain't gonna say everybody, but for the most part, they didn't learn what they needed to learn to get to where they got in school. I mean, they might have been in school while they learned it, but it was something they was learning on their own, like a Mark Zuckerberg. Like, he was doing that on his own. He was programming computers anyway in his own free time. And he had good grades, so, he was at the right schools and all that, but that's not what got him there. I know with me personally, like, everything they taught me in life, that's not why I'm straight right now. The only reason I'm straight right now is because I be knowing how to pick stocks, like, and I know how to keep my credit straight, like. Anyway, they did teach you how to do that. They do teach you how to do that. I'm going to take that back. But other than that, though, but what people don't understand is, it's like, the way I look at it is, the first 18 years of life, they put us in school. And nothing wrong with that. But they don't necessarily teach you anything to get the money. They teach you a lot of things you need to know. Like how to read, how to write, how to count, how to do basic science, how to know basic history, a lot of social skill lessons. So, we got to go there and all that. But they don't teach you nothing to get the money. And then they hit you with and let you excel in all these skills that got nothing to do with necessarily getting the money directly. You can't learn how to get the money unless you pay us. And then, if you can't get in there for free, we're going to need hundreds of racks just so we'll actually teach you how to get the money. And then they don't even teach you how to get the money then for the first 2 years in. And I know personally, I got real interested in stocks 13, 14 years old. Like I always say, the first stock I called is Apple. As I get older, and I keep saying I call Apple, but when the iPod was black and white, that's going to start showing my age. But that was the first stock that really did it for me. I read a lot of books about Warren Buffett. I read Jim Cramer books growing up, you know what I'm saying? I looked up a lot of big hedge funds, you know what I'm saying? The '08 crash fascinated me. When I was a little older, I studied The Big Short. I studied a lot of stuff to do with the market. And I say those skills, even though I always wanted to do what I be doing out here, those skills really held me down even more than I expected. Like the hoodie I got on my back is from a stock trade. Like the camera I'm talking to you on is from a stock trade. The lens I'm talking to you on the camera I'm talking to you on is from a stock trade. So it's and I'm just a small example. You see what I'm saying? And that just keep me afloat. You know what I'm saying? I just work whatever job they give me at a time, and I get whatever money they give me, and I just get to flipping whatever they give me. But look on a bigger scale. Look at your favorite rapper. They didn't learn how to rap in school. They learned how to rap on their own. You feel me? Even the people who went to college, half of them dropped out because they was working on something on their own. So what is that? How does those things tie in to right now? Well, you gotta look at it. Right now, we in the AI era. You got crypto going crazy. You got quantum computing going crazy. You got all these fields going crazy. You feel me? And it's a lot of new technologies coming out. We just saw it with AI. And I was just listening to a channel, which, helped me tie this video in. He said something real. Channels all things real, kind of think of it. He said something real. The skills that you gonna need, you're not necessarily gonna be able to learn them in college when it's a new technology popping off. Like, I'm pretty sure they probably got the AI course and ChatGPT course in college now, but I don't think they had it the day it dropped. So we're in an era where you're about to see a lot of new technologies popping off. And the first people to get in front of these technologies is going to make a lot of money. Be it AI, be it crypto, be it blockchain, be it quantum computing, be it whatever them boys come up with next for the money. I'm going to be trying to figure it out. But if you can get ahead of it, whether it's like simply buying the stocks, buying the options, doing the research like I do, or working for these fields, or learning these fields, learning how to be the prompt engineer, these gonna be the new skills in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, this gonna be the new CDL out here. Who works ChatGPT the best? Who works Perplexity the best? You know what I'm saying? Like, even with Palantir, we making money because they know how to ontologize large language models. Other companies don't have an ontology. People don't even know what that means necessarily. And that's why we had all that alpha on Palantir. But that's just the start of it. Because with the way the world's going, it's really exciting. Like, as a kid, I always was like, dang, missed Apple. You know what I'm saying? I was in the Tesla. I did make my first 10 times my money off Tesla, but, I was into it before that. I wanted to get rich off Tesla. I couldn't get that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I was necessarily the biggest Amazon bull as a kid, but I would have got in there sooner or later, like Netflix, like the original Fang. I was with all of it. And I didn't necessarily have the money to buy because, I was still in my 20s, working this job, that job, just going through life. But what's great about this era, if you listen to Dan Oz, if you listen to any of the big analysts, and way before Dan Oz said it, Kathy Wood was the first one to say it. And even though she ain't necessarily got all the right picks, she had the right thesis. What we experiencing with this AI wave, it's like, and not just the AI wave, all these technologies, it's gonna be like the next industrial revolution. Like, they saying this not the iPhone we witnessing. This is the phone we witnessing, people. That's what they say, man. If they wrong, all our AI stocks gonna tank and I'm gonna buy some puts and make some money, but that's what they say. So if that's what's going on, we need to get involved. They say this isn't the Tesla electric car. This is the car. They say we going from the horse to the car here. You see what I'm saying? We going from the phonograph to the telephone now here. So we got to pay attention to everything, even with quantum computing. Like, I've been making a lot of money off quantum computing, but I'm thinking of starting a little YOLO share position, like nothing too crazy. I might start with a few hundred, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 100, 100, 100, 100. Something I'm thinking how I'm going to do it as to not risk too much money because balance sheet crazy, but they do have a technology over there, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about doing research, man. You got to dig deep. Like, I just did this thing with Palantir, you know what I'm saying? We had a lot of time to research that. We had since 2020 to research that. That's why I was able to build up such a decent position. If I was making more money, I would have had a bigger position. But with this coming era, look like we're going to have a chance to do that type of research all over again. The way the quantum popping off. If it's not one of those companies, it's Google. If it's not Google, they saying it's IBM. If it's not IBM, who else they saying? Honeywell. It's like they giving us the names. They telling us what the sleepers is. All we got to do is dig deep, people. All we got to do is dig deep. And we know the bear case. We know the bull case. Then we make our money. The bear case, they say the quantum ain't ready. It ain't going to be ready for 10 years, 20 years, all that. I understand all that. You know what I'm saying? But that's one technology. The crypto, it's getting more interesting. You know, it's getting more widely adopted. You know, and I'm enjoying, you know, getting my Bitcoin exposure. And they talking about Bitcoin, you know, crashing. Not crashing. I'm going to start saying the word crashing so lightly. But in a downturn. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm ready for all that. You know, we didn't buy much at the top. So, if they crash anything, we going to do what we got to do. But we got to get deeper than just that. We got to dig deeper. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about just the bead coins. Like, we got to get involved with these underlying technologies out here, people. AI, too. Like I say, I got to stop just making money off AI stocks. I'm finna sign up for me a Perplexity subscription. You know what I'm saying? I be using ChatGPT, but I got to get deeper than that. I got to get deeper than that. Like, we all got to get deeper than that. We all got to reskill ourselves. We all got to retrain ourselves. Because at the end of the day, this education system ain't going to save you. This job system ain't going to save you. Your skills is what's going to save you. That's what's going to put you in the game. And, you know, that's just a talk, man. It's your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments. You know, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Market hours. We're going to see is this Santa Claus rally happen or not. Is they going to tank it? Is they going to send it up? What we doing for 2025? You know, we got 2 days before we find out what our final P&L on the year going to be. So, you know, we got a lot more videos coming. You know, I'm working on the next freestyle. You know what I'm saying? You know, I might do full song with a hook and everything this time. You know, I might start dropping those like every 2 weeks, every month, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start reacting to a lot of the research I do. Like, maybe not the research because that's like actual papers, documents. But, you know, I might react to other people talking about the research. I'm going to do more reacting to like CNBC and just basic analyst coverage. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all a lot more videos, a lot more content coming up. It's your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments. I'm going to see y'all in that next video for real.